Okay, back again with an update on the basement project. Today's April 6th, 2017, and I think the last video I took was when I was building my custom cabinets over here, which we'll get to in a second. But the main thing I did was finish up all the electric, obviously the framing, and I've done some insulation here. And this is pretty much getting ready for drywall now. I decided to go with the Roxul R-15 Comfort Batt, as you can see here, all throughout. I also cleaned out all the rim joists, and I sealed it off with foam. I used the orange fire-resistant foam anywhere where fire blocking was required. And anywhere where there was just gaps where I felt could have caused a couple air leaks coming from the outside, I just used the regular Great Stuff foam, and then I packed everything in with the Roxul in front of it. Again, there was a bunch of old pink fiberglass insulation up there that has been there for 20 years since the house was built, and it was old and wasn't really working too properly, so I pulled that out and just really sealed up the area good. I had some leftover fiberglass insulation here that I had bought one roll of it months ago before I knew about this Roxul. So as to not put it to waste, I used it on this wall here, which to the back is storage area. So being that this won't be coming in contact with the concrete wall, well, nothing comes in contact with it, but being that it's not a true exterior wall, I figure I'll use up the pink insulation there. But everywhere else that's close to an exterior wall, where God forbid any moisture could occur, which I doubted because this basement is very, very dry, I went with the Roxul. This is great. I don't know if you could even hear from my voice. I mean, the sound of my voice is just absorbing it now rather than echoing. Here you can see up in the rim joists, the Roxul stuffed in. This one I threw a pink insulation, but again, that's in front of layers of Roxul, and behind that is the foam insulation. I took a bunch of still pictures of the foam insulation. When I edit this video, I'll give it a little pause and show you what it looked like before the Roxul was stuffed in there. And again, here's another wall that bumps up to that storage area, so I use some of that fiberglass insulation, and the reason the one next to it, it was just easier to use the Roxul there because I had those extra couple wedges of blocks as part of my framing. It's another nice thing working with the Roxul. It cuts really easy. You just use a bread knife or a steak knife. You can kind of shape it any way you want. This is a good example over here. So this was a little bit funky trying to frame this with all the ductwork there and everything. So it was pretty tough to make everything a dead 16 inches on center. So like that first bay is definitely smaller. So it's just easier than the pink insulation to cut it down to size and fit it in there. Then you have a 16. I left this one open because I'm going to put a return line. That's the return duct trunk back there. There's going to be a return in here. I haven't installed it yet because I'm trying to hold off on that because it's just a lot of dusty work. And then again, and you can see like this bay was a tad wider than than 16 inches on center, so I had to stuff a little extra on the side. Can't really do that with the pink stuff. Here it was really wide, and again, why is it wide? Why couldn't I do 16 inches? It's just a layout of where I could grab, you know, grab the wall up there. So I had to drop it down. This was too wide, so that's why I tripled up the studs there to make up for that. This will be a doorway. More storage area in the back. My 45-degree wall. Another supply vent. I started using some of the Roxul in the soffit here. Right on the other side is the supply trunk. So I figure I'll hold in some of the heat that way. I got a couple more to put in over there. Here's under the steps, which will all be sheetrocked. I put up a light there. Put an extra outlet in there. And again, this will be closed off with a door. Here's the back of my custom built media cabinets, and you can see I made the shelves. I have some plastic covering it just to try to keep it a little bit clean for now.